Yo, what's going on, everyone? My name is Cody Jones, and I'm healthy again. Still a little bit coffee, but I mean, it's not going to stop me from recording any videos. So, today's video, I'm very excited to talk about because I've been wanting to do this last Friday, but I couldn't because I was really feeling like complete shit because I did catch a cold and everything, and like from Friday into the weekend, it was just complete shitty. Like I was coughing and sneezing like non-stop, so I couldn't really record any videos on Friday or on the weekend. I had to postpone a podcast episode with my buddy Michael because of it, and I'm completely better now again. But today's video I'm very excited to discuss because the album is finally here. The Mount Westmore album that has been in the works as of lately. With this album called SNOOP CUBE 40 Short. And honestly, I'm not really excited for that title. But I mean, like, I'm not really going to be nitpicky with the title. I mean, I still think that it could have been done a little bit better. The creativity of the title could have been more creative instead of just calling it SNOOP CUBE 40 Short. But I guess that's really what the whole, like, don't judge a book by its cover, don't judge an album until you hear it kind of thing. So I was very excited to check out this album. I completely just got done listening to it, like all 16 songs, and honestly, it was actually a little bit better than I expected. There were some songs I was not really feeling, but there was a lot of songs that I really just had to play a few times because I was really vibing with this shit. And also, I really want to point out how dope this fucking cover looks. I kind of liked the other album cover that they had, you know, with the golden chains, like, of everyone's necklaces and shit. Like, I think that would have been a much cooler look because it just looked like the four chairs of four, like, legendary West Coast icons. But I mean, I think this cover looks a whole lot better. Like, it really gives off a very dope, like, looking over California and, like, the four thrones with the four horsemen of the West Coast kind of look to it. I love the way this looks much more than I do the album title. But honestly, man, this album was actually a whole lot better. Now, the first song I'm going to be discussing is the very first song called California. I really fucked with it. I enjoyed this song. Not too crazy about the hook, though. It wasn't really all that great. I think the hook could have been done a little bit better. I mean, no offense to E40 doing the cover and everything. Or not the cover, the chorus of the song. I like the song, but not the chorus. It wasn't really all that great, but it was really dope. And for the next song, Big Subwoofer. This was the very first single that they dropped when they announced the group. And this one, it really gave off a very dope West Coast bumping through your subwoofers, like really hard knocking type shit. I was really digging that one, especially again when the song first came out. I'm a little confused why the song Bad MF didn't come out, but I guess that's gonna be for a deluxe edition kind of thing. And the next song, Too Big. This one just came out recently, about a few weeks before. And I probably did give it an honorable mention in one of my videos. This one was really dope, especially with the Dr. Dre intro and everything. I really like this one. Not really all that crazy. Like, it's not as dope as Big Subwoofer, but it was definitely hard. Now for the next one, I fucking love listening to this shit. I've heard this a bunch more times. Activated. This one, it really had that really fresh fucking West Coast gangster rap sound to it. And the chorus was on point. I was really digging this shit. Activated. That's probably like my second favorite song on this album. Next to Big Subwoofer. Probably the first favorite song. And for the next one, Ghetto Gutter, this one was another song that I was really fucking with. I was really enjoying this shit. It really had a very dope sound. The chorus and the beat was done excellently. I enjoyed this shit. I played this one a few times already. Really enjoyed it. Especially since it was like giving off that like Ghetto Gutters like story with them like talking about being told not to hang out in the gutters with all the other drug dealers and shit, and like the whole song was just on point. I was really fucking with it. I Got Pulled. This one was really dope. Not really all that dope as Ghetto Gutter, but it was still sick. I was still really digging this shit. Up and Down. Now this one was excellently done. Probably my fourth favorite song on this, and I was really digging it because like the way that they were describing like big booty shakers and everything, it was a very interesting song. Excuse me, but I was really enjoying it, and the beat was fucking sick with it. I was really loving this one. And for the next one, Do My Best. This one was pretty decent. Not really all that great as all the other songs I mentioned, but this one was still enjoyable to hear. I was really digging it. Lace You Up. This one was very, very interesting but very good song to listen to. I was really enjoying this shit, and it really had that like role models giving advice to the youngsters type vibe and what the song was talking about and everything. And that's really cool, you know, that these people are doing their best to like teach the youngins to like be smarter and to work harder and everything. Like the way this song was done, I was really feeling it. And for the last song, How Many, I was really liking this one. I was really liking the chorus as well. And it really talks about like how many people are going to be snitching on you, how many people are going to be going behind your back and shit. Like this song was very interesting to hear. And this one was actually a very decent outro. Again, there were some songs that I was not feeling on this album. Songs like Motto, I wasn't really feeling it. Have a Nice Day, it was basically like one of those go fuck yourself type songs. I wasn't really feeling Free Game and Tribal and On Camera and Mash. Like these few songs, I was not really feeling all that much. I didn't really care for the last song on this album, on Mash either. I really didn't like it. I wasn't really loving the sound and everything. So, I mean, I'd say out of 16 songs, this one was a very enjoyable listening, like, experience for me. It was very interesting to hear. It was enjoyable to listen to all, like, every vocal go bounce back and forth and the hooks and the storylines that the songs were telling. This album was very good to hear. I was really fucking with it. Now, what I would rate this album, like, I would probably give this maybe, I mean, I'm gonna have to really, like, think about it for a moment. I mean, I was not really sure what I was gonna rank it when I started this video, but now that I think about it, so basically, 10 out of 16 songs, I guess I would rate this album a 3.5 out of 5 at best, because again, there were like 6 songs I was not really fucking with. But I mean, aside from the album, it was really dope to hear. Some of these songs, I mean, they're probably good to hear one time through or whenever there's nothing else I'm listening to. Like, I will let them play if I'm in the mood to just listen to them again. But this album was enjoyable all the way through anyways. So, but like, for the very first album that these four put out together, it was really enjoyable. Especially for Ice Cube, knowing that this is like his third rap group since NWA and West Side Connection. Like, I've been watching some of the interviews that Short, Cube, and E40 were doing. It was very interesting hearing what they had to say, how they met each other and everything, and like it was really enjoyable to watch and like just listening to their stories and shit. So for a very first album that all four of them dropped together, this one was actually really enjoyable, and I am very hopeful. I'm optimistic to know if whether or not they're going to be dropping more albums in the future. And who knows, they might even have some features. Like, it would be dope to hear Dre feature on a song. It would be dope to hear like Dub C or Eminem. You know, like there are so many ideas that they could be tossing in for like future albums if they ever do one again. But aside from all this, this one was an excellent album to hear. Alright, so guys, for the next part of this video, you already know how we do it. We're going to be doing the honorable music mentions. And if you don't know what it is, one, what the hell are you doing watching this video? And two, I might even do more than just singles. I might do short album shout-outs, you know? Like, and I'm already going to start it off with this Busta Rhymes 5-song album, The Fuse is Lit. This one was really dope to hear. For 5 songs, I'd give this shit a 4 out of 5. Well, 4.5. I mean, there was one song I was not really fucking with. But for 5 songs, I mean, this was very good to hear anyways. And for the next song I'm going to be giving an honorable mention to is The Dirt I'm Buried In by Avatar. Now note that this isn't a rock album, this isn't a rap album, this is actually a very heavy metal, like screaming fucking hardcore, like metal type shit. But I mean that is what makes the music that I listen to so open and including in these videos, because I'm going to be giving shout outs and mentions and discussing more than just rap albums, rap singles. I'm going to be discussing rock, I'm going to be discussing pop, I'm going to be discussing heavy metal. You know, it's like I've already done a video specifically on Selena's like unreleased music, and not many people were really watching that video. I guess some of the viewers didn't really care, they didn't see it. Some of them probably didn't even want to watch it. I don't really know, but it was very interesting to discuss in a video because this specific album was very, very emotional to listen to, because it's not very often that you get unreleased music from an artist that has been long gone, especially since they done it with Pac and they done it with Biggie. You know, so to hear unreleased recordings, it makes that album very special to hear. So for this album, I mean, for a 3-song album, I'd give this shit a 5 out of 5. And now for the other honorable mentions, I'm going to be giving a shout out to Snakes by The Joker, Miss My Dogs by Lil Wayne and YG, and then Dance Logic Reprise by Logic and Justice, and the final song Coyote by Chris Webby and Skrizzly Adams. These 4 songs were very, very interesting here. I love listening to all of them. Snakes, I've already discussed his video. I'll probably drop it in the links in the description down below. Miss My Dogs, this was a very emotional song. I really enjoyed hearing it. And For Dance a Logic Reprise, this one was excellent to hear. I fucking enjoyed the beat, and the vocals were done like very, like the vocals and the song was really interesting to hear, and it really had a nice upbeat sound to it. And for this final song, Coyote, that Chris Webby did, I was really loving the acoustic sound. It was enjoyable to listen to, and I enjoyed hearing it. I enjoyed the chorus and everything that the song was done. It was very good. On that, guys, I think we're going to end this video here. This was enjoyable to talk about. I'm happy that this album came out, and I'm happy to give you guys my thoughts and to let you know that this Mount Westmore album was actually very good to hear. Not the best, but it was still dope. I mean, you guys probably will like it more than I will, but I'm just curious to hear what you guys think. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.